I was actually in Goose Bay, Canada, or Newfoundland at the time, and all I got was on my Facebook saying that a C-130J from Dyess went down.
And I was gonna wake up to fly in a few hours, so dead sleep, and one of our NCOs comes and knocks on the door, and he's like, hey, 20 minutes, we're meeting in the tent by the 5-6, like little hut that they had. So the commander comes up front, and he kind of just looks at us and he says, earlier this night, TORQE 62 took off, and when they tried to take off out of JBAD, the plane went down outside of the wire. Our reactions were all completely different. Some of us were shocked, some of us were quiet. Some people, we tried not to let anyone go back to the rooms by themselves. A lot of people went back to ops and just sat there quietly, just hoped to hear something better.
Once I found out who it was, that's when it really hit, and it was very hard for us because that next day we had to fly back to keep flying. That was my way of coping with it. Johnson Harris always had a thing where he loved to fly. He was always flying. Anything came up, he's like, you know, I'll go fly, I'll go fly. So I kind of try to pick up that mentality that he had and just try to fly as much as I can for him and the other crew members, because that's what they would have wanted. They wouldn't, I don't think, would have wanted us to, you know, take this long break and everyone cry about it. They want us to keep flying and getting that mission done.
TORQE 62 has become, the idea wrapped around it has become each individual member themselves. For us, usually when we talk about it, we don't say, oh, when TORQE 62, we say, hey, when the guys went down, because we knew them. They were a part of us. Individually, they all left different impacts. A lot of the times when we lose someone, we like to idealize them, but somehow each one of these guys were just one of the best people that you can meet.
They've all left a significant impact, honestly, with their spouses still being involved to this day with stuff. Captain Pierson had wrote numerous guides to different aspects in our aircraft, and people are still using those and still regard him as probably one of the smartest C-130 pilots we had. And Johnson Harris's bubbly mentality and everything he had is just, it has left a significant mark on the people that knew him. Sergeant Hammond, the airman that he supervised, had nothing but high regards for him, and you can kind of see that leadership that he showed has definitely carried on into his airmen that he had. Captain Golden was, I met him when he was first here as a co-pilot. He seemed to be a pretty good go-getter in the plane. He really enjoyed the learning aspect of it, but he showed a lot of good promise when he was still here as a co-pilot.
After the incident, maybe about a week or so, us and security forces all got together. And so they set up an awesome just kind of display memorial, had everyone's pictures up, had the flight helmets up, had the flyaway team's helmets. Immediately afterwards, the commander gathered all of us back up in the tent again. And one by one, as we had stories, we just got up and shared them. That was such a great thing for us to be able to do, to know that there were so many people in that room that would not forget them, that could keep telling their stories. That definitely helped us get through it. It helped me get through it.